It's my family. They probably won't stay the whole time. My dad, Ted. This is Zachary, who's 16. Max, who's 13. My mom, Kathy. And my husband, Trell. And for those of you who care, as you may, if you're print folks or whatever, his last name is Rohovit, Rohovit. He was introduced as Wilson. Some political events, he goes as Wilson. But I think I know. I love that. Look how Utah's changing.
How do you feel it went?
I thought it was great. We had the opportunity to tell the story of Utahns, and we really worked to do that.
You were certainly trying to, you're going up against a guy who ran for president of the United States. He knows how to debate. You were clearly trying to get him off his game. Do you feel like you did that?
Well, I think any candidate of either party in any race has an opportunity to really focus on what they're good at. And, he's been around a while. I think what I have in my toolbox is this great connection to the state. I'm a county elected. I'm 10 years in public life. And that's given me a great foundation. And I think I can rely on that. It's also something that I think will serve me if I win this election. Knowing Utah, knowing the people's needs, having that family connection. We're a family that plans for our vacations. We're a family that tries to figure out, what'll happen with college. I shared a story that I don't think Zach knew I was going to share about a really tough time in our family. And I think the important thing about that is every Utah family has such a story. I'm also a fifth-generation Utahn. I'm a descendant of Orson Pratt. I take that heritage as a source of pride. And I really felt like that's what brought me into this. I'm not intimidated by federal policy because I lived it. I walked the streets and the halls of Congress. I had an opportunity to meet with senators. I meet with many of them now on occasion, some of the Democrats. So I feel very empowered to be standing here with a month to go, and I feel like I'm a good choice.
What was your strategy coming into the debate?
Well, I think I've learned a couple things on the campaign trail over the years, not just this campaign and others, and that's that every day on a campaign matters. And I don't take this race lightly. I've been at it a long time. I put position papers online. I have put the policies down on paper. Many of you have covered my press conferences on immigration. You've come to my 2 press conferences on the tax bill. These are issues I'm comfortable with having taken advantage. So really it was just fine-tuning that. We spent some time, we had some fun. I had a friend come out from D.C. who reported to me when I worked for Congressman Bill Orton, who stayed in touch, and we just sort of hung out and went through some of the questions, had a great couple of days.
You called him multiple choice mid.
Well, we were trying to capture what I think everyone knows. It's what I hear. And again, I just want to say, he was gracious to point out that we had worked together. Those days were, they're still embedded on my heart, basically. They're very much a person, they're imprinted in my mind. And I enjoyed the time working with him. To me, this is just about who will best serve our state. But we had we continue to hear from people that he hasn't been consistent, and it really seemed to kind of come together when we recognized one answer, running against Ted Kennedy, going back and running as governor of Massachusetts, then on to a couple of presidential races, and now running. There has not been consistency, so it just sort of came together, I guess, that idea.
Do you plan to keep reminding voters of inconsistencies?
Well,
in previous speeches and previous events, you said, will the real Mitt Romney please stand up?
Right. Well, I think that today was an important moment in the campaign because of the timing of the debate. The ballots are going to go out in Salt Lake County this week and then other areas next week. So I just think we're down to the final days. And, I don't know that I have a perfectly crafted strategy. But what I do know is that we will continue to talk to people. I will continue to connect. We have an amazing group of volunteers. We didn't get into campaign finance today. I am proud that I have thousands of Utah donors giving me $25 $50, $100 as a contrast to Mitt Romney, who transferred $1 million in from his presidential campaign account. I didn't know anyone could do that, but apparently the FEC said okay to that. Then was able to go and get $8,100 from people in Connecticut, from people in Nevada, from people out of state. My campaign is a people-based campaign. We know we have a momentum, and I hope that people understood that I have their back. That's genuine. I love this state, and I want to continue serving this state. And I'm frankly someone fighting to win.
We're going to see any television ads from you between now and election day?
To be determined. We will have, if we don't already, have a bio spot up online, and it'll be up shortly if it's not already up. It kind of tells my story. And we may see. There's so many options right now. I think the days of years past when, you and I worked together in the Orton years where you bought broadcast television, there are different options. I mean, it's clear I don't have the resources of Mitt Romney. There's no way I compete in that space, so we're competing on the doorsteps.
Thank you, Councilman.
Right. Thank you.